Most people struggle to change their reality because they're focusing on the wrong thing. They think success, love, or abundance comes from working harder, thinking positively, or waiting for the right time. But here's the truth. Your reality isn't shaped by effort alone. It's shaped by vibration. Right now, without realizing it, you're broadcasting a frequency that determines everything you attract. If your energy is low, stuck in doubt or fear, life reflects that back to you. But when you shift your vibration, reality bends in your favor, almost instantly. Think about those times when things just clicked, when opportunities appeared out of nowhere. That wasn't luck. That was alignment. The universe isn't responding to what you say you want. It's responding to the energy you embody. The best part? You don't need years of practice or mystical powers to tap into this. Once you understand how vibration works, you can start using it to create the life you truly desire. And it all starts with unlocking the hidden tool you've had all along. 1. The frequency of now, why the present moment holds the key to your reality. Everything is energy, and everything vibrates, including thoughts, emotions, and the physical body. But most people are stuck living in the past, replaying old regrets, or projecting into the future, worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. This mental time travel keeps their frequency scattered, making it nearly impossible to manifest what they want. The now is the only space where energy is raw and unfiltered, fully available for creation. If someone wants to shift their reality, they first need to anchor themselves in the present moment. When a person is fully present, their vibration naturally rises because they're no longer weighed down by past disappointments or future anxiety. Think about a child playing, completely absorbed in the moment, radiating joy. That's the frequency where manifestations happen effortlessly. The universe responds not to effort, but to alignment, and alignment only exists in the now. The more someone cultivates presence, the more their energy starts matching the reality they desire. A simple way to tap into the present moment is through the body. Feeling the breath, noticing sensations, or even holding an ice cube for a few seconds forces the mind to focus on the now. Another powerful practice is engaging the senses, smelling coffee deeply, listening to the details in a song, or feeling the texture of an object. These little actions train the mind to stay present, which in turn stabilizes one's vibration at a higher frequency. Being in the now also dissolves resistance, the invisible barrier that pushes desires away. Ever noticed how things flow when a person isn't overthinking? That's because they're tuned into the frequency of the present, where energy moves freely. When someone truly understands this, they stop chasing and start receiving. And that's where the real magic begins, because the mind is the main controller of vibration. 2. How your thoughts and emotions control your vibration. Every thought carries energy, and every emotion amplifies that energy. Most people don't realize they're constantly broadcasting a frequency based on what they think and feel. A stressed-out mind filled with doubt and fear sends out a low vibration, attracting more experiences that match that state. On the other hand, when someone cultivates thoughts of gratitude, confidence, and joy, their frequency shifts upward. The secret isn't about controlling every thought. It's about becoming aware of them and choosing which ones to entertain. Imagine a person waking up late, spilling coffee on their shirt, and then declaring, "Great, today is ruined." That thought sets a frequency that attracts more frustration. But if they laugh it off and shift their focus, their vibration resets, and the day unfolds differently. This isn't just positive thinking. It's about emotional mastery. Feelings act like a tuning fork, signaling to the universe what frequency a person is operating on. Instead of forcing good vibes, the key is shifting how they feel from the inside out. One of the fastest ways to raise vibration is movement. Jumping, dancing, or even taking a deep breath can instantly break low-frequency states. Music is another powerful tool. Listening to a song that evokes happiness or motivation can shift emotions in seconds. Another approach is gratitude journaling. Writing down 3 things to appreciate each morning reprograms the mind to focus on high-frequency experiences. The goal isn't to suppress negative emotions, but to consciously choose better-feeling thoughts. A person's dominant emotional state determines their reality. It's not about having a perfect mindset all the time, but developing awareness of how thoughts and feelings shape vibration. The more someone tunes in, the more they recognize patterns and shift them at will. And when they truly grasp this, they start seeing that their desires aren't far away. It's just the illusion of separation that makes them seem distant. 3. The illusion of separation. You are already one with your desires. Most people believe their dreams exist somewhere out there, separate from them, creating an invisible gap between wanting and having. This illusion of separation keeps them stuck in a state of chasing rather than receiving. In reality, everything already exists in the quantum field, including their desires. The only thing determining whether they experience something is their vibration. When their energy aligns with what they want, it materializes effortlessly, not because they got it, but because they tuned into it. Think of a radio. A person doesn't create the music, they just tune into the right frequency. Manifestation works the same way. If someone desires abundance but constantly feels broke, they're locked onto the frequency of lack. The moment they start embodying the feeling of already having what they want, they shift to a reality where it exists. This isn't pretending, it's becoming energetically compatible with their desires. That's why the most successful manifestors don't wish for things. They assume the state of already having them. Detachment plays a huge role in collapsing this illusion. When a person desperately wants something, they reinforce the belief that they don't have it, which keeps it at a distance. But when they relax, trust, and let go, they allow the energy to flow naturally. A great practice is acting as if, not in a fake-it-till-you-make-it way, but in a way that shifts internal alignment. For example, instead of stressing over money, they can embody the energy of financial peace, making decisions as someone who already feels abundant. The moment someone realizes they and their desires are already connected, everything changes. They stop waiting, stop doubting, and start living as if their dream reality is inevitable. And that's when things begin to manifest at an entirely new level. But to keep their vibration aligned, they need to start paying attention to their body, because it's an instrument constantly tuning their frequency. 4. Your body's energy field. How to tune yourself like an instrument. The human body isn't just flesh and bones. It's an energetic system constantly sending and receiving frequencies. Every movement, breath, and sensation affects vibration, which is why physical state directly influences manifestation. Someone feeling sluggish, stiff, or drained isn't just experiencing tiredness. Their frequency is literally stuck in a low vibration. But just like tuning a musical instrument, they can fine-tune their body's energy field to match the frequency of what they desire. The better they tune themselves, the easier it is to manifest effortlessly. Breathwork is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to shift energy instantly. A deep inhale followed by a slow exhale resets the nervous system, clearing stagnant energy. Even 5 minutes of conscious breathing can elevate vibration, making it easier to stay present. Movement is another tool. Stretching, walking, or even shaking the body releases trapped emotions and restores natural flow. This is why practices like yoga, tai chi, and dance are so effective. They aren't just physical activities, they're vibrational realignments. Silence is just as powerful. The mind is always buzzing, generating mental noise that can disrupt energy flow. Taking moments of stillness, whether through meditation, sitting in nature, or simply closing the eyes and breathing, strengthens connection to higher frequencies. Sound healing is another way to recalibrate energy. Listening to specific frequencies like 432 Hz or 528 Hz harmonizes the body's vibration, making it easier to align with manifestation. Even humming or chanting can activate energy centers, raising overall frequency. Every day, people have the power to fine-tune their energy and shift their entire reality. It's not about waiting for the right moment. It's about consciously choosing practices that align with a higher vibration. When someone understands that their body is a broadcasting system, they start treating it differently, and the more they refine their frequency, the more they experience life flowing effortlessly. But to truly unlock this potential, they must learn the power of surrender, because trying to force things only lowers vibration. 5. The power of surrender. Why letting go increases your frequency. The harder someone chases something, the more they push it away. This is one of the biggest paradoxes of manifestation. When a person fixates on a desire with desperation, they're unknowingly broadcasting a frequency of lack. The universe doesn't respond to what they want. It responds to what they feel, and if they feel like they don't have it, that's exactly what they manifest. True surrender isn't about giving up. It's about releasing resistance and allowing energy to flow naturally. Think of trying to force a radio station to play by pressing the button harder. It doesn't work like that. The right frequency has to be tuned into effortlessly. Manifestation follows the same principle. When someone lets go of attachment, they stop creating energetic friction. A great way to practice this is by shifting focus. Instead of obsessing over when or how something will happen, they can immerse themselves in activities that naturally raise their vibration. Things they love, things that make them feel abundant, fulfilled, or excited. Trusting the process is key. The universe operates with precision, and when someone surrenders, they allow unseen forces to arrange things in ways they couldn't plan. Think about moments where things worked out unexpectedly. A job offer appearing out of nowhere, a random encounter leading to a great opportunity. These aren't coincidences. They're proof that letting go creates space for magic. The more a person trusts, the more synchronicities appear, guiding them toward exactly what they need. Letting go isn't passive. It's an active state of trusting, aligning, and allowing. It's shifting from a mindset of control to a mindset of flow. When someone stops resisting, their energy becomes lighter, clearer, and more magnetic. That's when desires manifest not through struggle, but through alignment. And when a person fully understands this, they start tapping into a deeper rhythm, the natural flow of creation, where everything unfolds effortlessly. 6. Aligning with the flow. How to tap into the natural rhythm of creation. Everything in nature operates with effortless precision. The sun doesn't force itself to rise, rivers don't struggle to flow, and trees don't rush to grow. Yet humans often resist this natural rhythm, trying to control every detail of life. This resistance creates friction, lowering vibration and blocking manifestation. The key to effortless creation isn't doing more. It's aligning with the universal flow. When someone learns to move with the current instead of against it, life unfolds with synchronicity and ease. One of the biggest signs of misalignment is struggle. If something feels like an uphill battle, chances are it's not in flow. This doesn't mean giving up at the first challenge, but rather recognizing when something isn't energetically right. A simple way to check alignment is by asking, does this feel expansive or restrictive? Inspired action feels light, exciting, and natural, while forced action feels heavy and draining. Learning to trust these signals allows a person to stop wasting energy on resistance and start moving with momentum. Tapping into the flow often requires stepping back, slowing down, practicing stillness, and listening to intuition reveal the next steps with clarity. Meditation, journaling, or simply taking a walk without distractions helps tune into this inner guidance. Another powerful tool is practicing detachment, setting intentions without obsessing over outcomes. The less someone clings to a specific result, the more space they create for something even better to unfold. Flow isn't about forcing, it's about allowing. The universe is constantly guiding, nudging, and aligning things in perfect timing. The people who seem lucky or in the right place at the right time are simply those who trust and follow the flow. When someone stops trying to force doors open and instead follows the ones that open naturally, they move into a state of effortless manifestation. And once they tap into this rhythm, something remarkable happens. The mind quiets, and a doorway to higher dimensions of consciousness begins to open. 7. Beyond the mind. Accessing higher dimensions through vibration. Reality isn't fixed. It shifts based on vibration. Most people believe they're limited to the physical world, but what they perceive is only a small fraction of what exists. Higher dimensions aren't separate places. They're different frequencies, accessible when someone raises their vibration. Just like tuning into a higher radio station, shifting energy allows access to new levels of intelligence, intuition, and creativity. The mind, when quieted, becomes a bridge to these expanded states of consciousness. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for accessing higher dimensions. When a person silences their mental chatter, they create space for intuitive downloads, sudden insights, and deep inner knowing. This is why great inventors, artists, and visionaries often describe moments of inspiration that seem to come from nowhere. They're not imagining things. They're tapping into frequencies beyond the logical mind. Anyone can do this by simply sitting in stillness, focusing on breath, and allowing awareness to expand beyond thoughts. Energy work also plays a key role. Practices like visualization, breathwork, and sound healing attune the body to higher frequencies, making these states easier to access. Ever noticed how a powerful piece of music or a breathtaking view can shift perception instantly? That's a momentary glimpse into a higher vibrational state. By intentionally surrounding themselves with high-frequency experiences, whether through nature, uplifting conversations, or creative expression, people naturally expand their awareness. As vibration rises, reality shifts. A person begins to experience synchronicities, deeper intuition, and a sense of effortless manifestation. Struggle fades, clarity increases, and life starts feeling more guided. This isn't magic, it's physics. The external world is always mirroring internal energy. And when someone learns to master their frequency, they don't just change their reality. They unlock a hidden power within themselves that was there all along. If you want to elevate your vibrations and manifest with more ease, I have prepared something special for you. Click the link in the first pinned comment and join us in the journey of awakening your inner mage.